Oh my god, was that the dude from Smash Brothers? I'm sorry, I had to make that joke. What was with Lissa's eyes there in that portrait? They looked like blank and soulless. That was... Whew. But yeah, anyone that's played Smash Brothers would know who that person in the mask was. Yeah. Also, another thing I'd like to mention, that I've beaten the game in between this and the last video. So yeah. Anyway, this chapter, if you're on hard mode, can actually be quite difficult. So do not be ashamed if you actually lose this a few times. I'm just trying to adjust the camera here. There, that's as good as I could get it. So yeah, do not feel ashamed in yourself if you end up losing a few units on this chapter, because it happens to a lot of people. So yeah, the main thing that this chapter will introduce us to, and I'm going to bring this up now, because now every, like, well, that is a tribute item to a character that you get to see later in this game. But as I was saying, now I think is the best time to talk about the weapons triangle, because this chapter will take full advantage of said mechanic of the game. So I think now is a good time to mention it. Basically, think of it like rock, paper, scissors. Swords beat axes, axes beat lances, and lances beat swords. Now, I know in the previous chapter was the exact same, but I figured now would be a better time to bring it up, because the weapons triangle will save your butt in this chapter if you choose to go along with it. And here we have the introduction of 2 new characters in this chapter as well. So now we have the mechanic of recruitment being introduced. Some characters will just simply recruit automatically at certain points in the game, on certain chapters, at certain turns. These 2 characters here, Sully and Virian, are 2 examples of it. They are automatically recruited upon the first enemy turn phase of this chapter being completed. Now, I'm just gonna say one thing here. This chapter will be nightmarical for you if you chose your avatar's flawed stat to be defense, because everything will basically one-shot you or bring you down to the point that you're almost dead. So just note that if you choose to have low defense, this chapter will give you some struggles. So yeah. Anyway, while this text is going on, I'm going to explain these 2 characters here, Sully and Virian. Sully is a Cavalier, and Cavaliers in this game, Cavalier is a class in the entire franchise, actually. It's been around for a long time. Okay, Cavalier. This is an unpromoted Great Knight. So basically, this is think like Frederick, except at a lower stat level and whatnot. Cavaliers will also have a different promotion to them, not just Great Knight. And Virian is an archer, so he's our first introduction of bows. Bows do not have any specific weapon advantage, because this isn't Fates, where I think they actually did, but I haven't played that one yet, but so yeah. But yeah. Anyway, bows don't have any distinct weapon advantage. Instead, they are able to attack at long ranges. But the thing is, if they are attacked at close up, they cannot counterattack, because the range on them is a strict only 2, in fact. Okay, in fact, Virian will actually explain this here. Yeah, he's an archer, so it might be a good idea to keep him a distance from enemies. So yeah. Also, one thing I haven't explained yet are skills. Every character will have skills in this game. Here are the skills. Robin has Veteran, gains 50% more experience when in a pair. Lissa has Miracle. If an attack kills her, there's a chance she will survive with 1 HP left. The trigger rate of that is her luck stat. Chrom has Dual Strike Plus, which increases Dual Strike's percent chances by 10. Frederick has 2. He has Discipline, which doubles weapons experience gained, and Outdoor Fighter, which, basically, that actually works on this chapter, because he simply gains 10 hit rate and evasion while fighting outdoors. Sully is just Discipline at the moment, and Virion is Skill plus 2, which grants Skill plus 2. So anyway, yeah, let's just... Enough explaining skills, and let's just keep going on in the video. Hopefully this video shouldn't be as long as the last one. I mean, we've already gotten through quite a bit of this this chapter isn't that long, so yeah. I'm actually gonna have Lissa pair up with Robin there. Now, I might end up splitting the last bit of the text at the end of this chapter into its own video if that ends up taking, if the entire thing ends up taking too long. But yeah. Anyway, let's see. But, oh right, I should explain more about skills. Skills are learned in this game by leveling up, and by your class. Any base, level class, so, that would be, Archer, Tactician, Lord, and the Cavalier are the ones we've seen so far. Those classes get skills immediately at level 1, the moment they get that class, so every character will have at least one skill at a base. Then you can learn another skill at, I believe it's either level 10 or 15. I'm willing to say it's level 10 that you learn the second skill on each character. And then, okay, yeah, it's level 10. But then, once you promote to a higher level advanced class, you will learn 2 more skills, one at level 5, and the other at level 15. So, yeah. So, wow. I was actually surprised that oh wait, it's a 65% chance, so that would have hit. Now, Chrom is actually taking quite a bit of damage. His HP right now is at 9, that kind of is scaring me. Okay, yeah, this should explain Virion a bit more. So, he got hit there. He cannot counterattack, because archers do not have the ability to attack adjacent tiles. Let's see, now what should I do here? Oh, this Risen Chief here is the boss of this chapter, so I'll explain. His base HP is, 29, however, he has the skill that every fighter has, because his class is fighter. That skill, well, not every fighter on this map, but every playable fighter will get the skill HP plus 5. He has it, so his HP stat is 34. And then the rest of his stats are 11 strength, 0 magic, 10 skill, 7 speed, 7 luck, 4 defense, and 0 res. So yeah. Now, I think that, Robin pretty much has this high ground covered here, so I'll just hold him off. The fort here... the forts on this map will really help you out. So yeah. Also, pairing Robin with Lissa could help you a bit, because that Thunder Tome can help him a lot. And having Lissa paired with him will, by a base, increase his magic stat by 2, so... Now... Also, because I brought up the weapons triangle earlier, I should explain the, Trinity of Magic from the Game Boy Advance titles is not in this game, and for those of you who are confused and don't know what that is, it was basically just a weapons triangle for different types of tomes, and the way that worked was, light beats dark, dark beats anima, and anima beats light, I'm pretty sure is how it went. However, because there is no light magic in this game, yeah, there is not that. And also, in the Tellius games, and also the, I'm willing to say in the Yggdrasil games, there was differentiation between the 3 different types of anima magic. Those being thunder, fire, thunder, and wind. I don't remember what the weapons triangle was for that, I just know there was one. But yeah. Anyway. Let's just keep going on here. Now, we're right near the end of the chapter here, and Crom is about to die, so I think I'll have Frederick finish this off, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, Frederick can do it. Also, we'll be able to see doubling for the first time here, because not many of your characters have that great of speed stats early on, other than Frederick, and he usually ends up one-shotting most things, so, yeah. So, here's how doubling works. If your speed's higher than 5, after the enemy counterattacks, you can attack again. You had one job. Okay, let's see. Could Sully do anything? What the heck, she won't die. There's no way she can die, because even on the enemy turn phase, she'll still have enough HP to survive. She should come off this with 2 after the enemy turn phase is over. If the Risen Chief chooses to attack her, her lance level went up. Oh right, I should explain. Cavaliers' weapons are, swords and lances. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought was gonna happen. Now, I think Frederick needs to get a little bit of extra experience, because Frederick is a character type, a character archetype. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It's either Jagen or Jagen. I forget which one. It's actual. Like, I've heard more people say Jagen, but I have a friend that once told me, like, my friend who got me into the Fire Emblem franchise was, he said Jagen. I don't know which one's true, but for the sake of consistency with the rest of the internet, I'm gonna be going with Jagen, so that nobody goes out into the comments. That and in the, Fire Emblem, anime, like the Fire Emblem OVA, that really old one. Oh my god, it's Marth! Anyway, in the old, Fire Emblem OVA, they pronounced his name as Jagen, so that's the one I'm going with for this. Yeah. Anyway, this video has actually ended up 18 minutes long. Oy. At least it's not the 23. So I guess, yeah, I'll split this video up into 2 different halves. So, the first half will be the cutscenes prior to the actual, thing. But, anyway, well, you know what I said, or meeting. But anyway, I'll see you all in the next video, where we will be proceeding on to do Chapter 2. So, yeah, see you guys then.